Welcome to my channel, Tiny Table Messages. Hi. All right, so we are going to do a general reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're receiving it, you're meant to receive it, and we'll see what comes out. Okay. All right, so someone who you've known for a while could be draining you. And it feels like somebody around you could be very passive aggressive. They could be, causing some sort of conflict or having some emotional outbursts. This is someone who you know or you have known for a while. With this anniversary card, this makes me feel as though you've been around this person year after year. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, even though it can be. It feels like you're kind of drained from being around this person, being around this individual, because of some sort of emotional outburst or because of some sort of conflict that you guys are having with one another. So let's take a look at your cards and see what's going on. What's happening here? Someone could have, because I'm looking at these people, something went, it was a good situation, and all of a sudden it wasn't. And it feels like this was because of what someone should have done. Maybe a task, maybe, oh, I told you to do this, I told you to do that. Maybe there was a conflict with getting things done between the two. Maybe the management of something didn't go well. And I'm also feeling as though someone may have been dragging their feet, or someone may have been lazy in the situation or became lazy with the situation. So this is not putting in the effort, the energy, or the time to do something properly. So that's why, or that could be the reason why a conflict broke out, why the emotional outburst is happening at this point in time. And I feel like now there really isn't a huge solution or an immediate solution to get out of whatever is going on. So let's just take a look and see what's happening here. Oh, Nine of Wands. So someone's really coming to the end of the road. Yeah, this seems to be a situation where things are exploding. Someone may be trying to figure out, well, what can we do to fix it? How can we fix the situation? How can this be made right? And I feel like with this energy that's coming out here, it's almost like, well, why are you asking these questions now? This is something that you should have been asking before. Why would you ask now that everything is falling apart or that it's gotten to this point? Something like that. So I feel like the one who didn't put as much effort is trying to find out what they can do at this point in order to fix the situation. But the one who was really fully engaged in everything, they're a little bit argumentative in terms of, well, what do you think we're going to do now? How much effort do you want me to put into it? Now you want to get off your butt and try to do something, or now you want to try to come up with a solution? It seems like that's where the clash is coming from, because hindsight is 2020. And it feels like somebody is saying, well, why are you going to try now when everything was happening, or when you were supposed to be doing something? you weren't doing it. So someone is pretty much fed up, and I feel like the one who was putting in more of an effort, they may be letting things play out, or they may not have a choice but to let things play out. But let's take a look. Okay, so interesting. So the one who was putting in a fair amount of effort, they could be speaking to the other person and saying, well, if you could do this, if you can get that, if you are able to do something within this dynamic, then it could be a possibility. But they don't have hope in that this person is able to get it. Yeah, because there may be a issue here with not being able to make the moves necessary in order to fix a situation. So let's just take an instance of a couple, right? Whether it's a romantic couple, friends, family members, just a couple of people, right? And they share bills in a home. Now, while one person was working on doing everything that they can do to sustain the home, the other person got a little bit lax. The other person kind of slacked off a little bit. They may have even lost their job. The fact that this person has lost their job put them in a predicament where now they're losing the home, right? Now, this is all a metaphor, an analogy, right? It's not the actual story. So now they're in a position where they are losing their home. The person who was lax, they're saying, well, I could go back and I could try to get the job. And it's like, yeah, you can go back and try to get your job, but what are the chances that that job will take you back? They fired you. That's the type of energy that I'm seeing here. So they're trying to do something, but I feel like the person who was trying the most, they're not so optimistic at what this person is proposing that they can potentially do. So that's where the emotional storm comes up. That's where the back and forth or the backlash is coming. So I really feel like this is a lopsided situation, and I feel like now there is a lack of opportunities here, and I feel like they could be, fighting, because now it's hard to get back something that they've lost. Yeah, it's almost like somebody feels like, well, the one who was doing most of the work, they feel like, well, if your boss has leniency, or if they have compassion or something like that. So someone's waiting to see if there is any wiggle room in order to fix a situation. But again, they don't feel as optimistic about it as, they could feel. Because they don't feel like whomever they're working with, they don't feel like this could be resurrected, this could be fixed, this could be, made right. And then at this point, with this first card coming out, it seems like they're at a point where they're exhausted at trying to fix things or put things back together. I don't feel like this is your energy per se, but if this is your energy collective, you are the one who has been working very hard and trying to do your best. And you may have had somebody alongside of you who were kind of dragging you down or not doing their part. However it fits, right? Now, if this isn't your energy at all, this is someone who, a couple or two people who are maybe trying to come to you to see if you would help or see if you would be able to do something. So it just kind of feels like with this energy, they're waiting for the reply back. They're waiting for just any type of information that would suggest maybe this could be made right. But again, there's one party in this situation who doesn't feel as optimistic about this. For now, what I see here is they may have to pursue something completely different. Because with the Tower coming out, it's like whatever avenue that was there, it's not there anymore. And with the Ace of Pentacles coming out with the Four of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Five of Swords, it's like we barely have this opportunity, or we barely even had this opportunity. And now that it's gone, you know what I mean? So anyway, that has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I will see ya.